Adolescence is generally defined as the period from puberty, around age 10 or 11, to age 18. A recently published study by the Harvard School of Public Health suggests that an adolescent's diet might be a significant predictor of post-adolescent breast cancer. Why? The authors say that the breast is particularly vulnerable to carcinogenic influences during adolescence due to the rapid proliferation of mammary cells. Thus, what you eat as a youngster may have a profound influence on your adult health trajectory. And this seems to be especially true regarding red meat consumption during adolescence. The study began in 1998 when the research team initiated a detailed questionnaire about the participants' diet. Over 44,000 women participated in the study, an exceptionally large group of subjects. Here's what they found. Key finding number 1. Greater consumption of total red meat in adolescence was significantly associated with higher premenopausal breast cancer risk. Those adolescents with the highest red meat consumption seem to have a 43% higher risk of premenopausal breast cancer compared with those who had the lowest consumption of red meat. Key finding number 2, replacing 1 serving per day of total red meat with 1 serving of poultry, fish, legumes, and nuts was associated with a 15% lower risk of breast cancer overall. Key finding number 3, replacing 1 serving per day of total red meat with 1 serving of poultry, fish, legumes, and nuts was associated with a 23% lower risk of premenopausal breast cancer and created a 23% lower risk of breast cancer during the premenopausal period. That's a huge difference. It's almost 1/4, 1 in every 4, reduction in premenopausal breast cancer. This report concludes that this prospective evaluation provides evidence for an association between elevated red meat intake during adolescence and increased premenopausal breast cancer risk. It also suggests that a woman can decrease her risk for breast cancer by substituting an alternative protein source, poultry or beans, for example, for red meat in her adolescent diet. For a wonderful alternative legume recipe that could potentially decrease the risk of breast cancer for you, your children, and your family generally, visit www.farm.org/recipes and sign up for our delicious Recipe of the Week to help you avoid red meat intake and its associated breast cancer potential. This is Dr. Mike Martin, founder and president of Physicians Against Red Meat. I want you to live a long, healthy, and happy life. Thanks for listening.